Imagine building something so beautiful that people travel across the ancient world just to see it. Now imagine someone burning it down on purpose just so the world would remember their name. This is the shocking true story of the Temple of Artemis, one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. The Temple of Artemis stood in Ephesus, in what is now modern-day Turkey. It wasn't just a building. It was a symbol of incredible power, unimaginable wealth, and divine protection. For over 1,000 years, different versions of this temple rose, fell, and rose again, each more spectacular than the last. So, who was Artemis? In Greek mythology, she was the goddess of the hunt, nature, fertility, and childbirth. But in the city of Ephesus, her worship was unique. She was seen as a powerful mother goddess, a guardian who watched over the city itself. Merchants, kings, and pilgrims from all over the known world flocked to the temple, donating massive fortunes to honor her. This wasn't just about religion. It was about politics, the economy, and shared belief, all carved into magnificent stone. The final and most famous version of the Temple of Artemis was absolutely colossal. It was larger than a modern football field. It featured 127 towering marble columns, each one over 18 meters tall. Many of these columns were intricately carved and decorated by hand, masterpieces in their own right. Imagine a glittering roof and floors that shined so brightly they reflected the sky. The interior was filled with statues of gold and silver, dedicated to the goddess. Ancient writers who saw it were left speechless, claiming it made the Great Pyramids of Egypt look simple in comparison. Then, on a dark night in 356 BC, disaster struck. A man named Herostratus crept into the sanctuary and set the magnificent temple on fire. His motive, it wasn't for money. It wasn't for revenge. It was for fame. He confessed that he wanted his name to be remembered forever, even if it was for a terrible act. The people of Ephesus were so enraged that they passed a law forbidding anyone from ever speaking his name again, hoping to erase him from history. Ironically, this very act is why we remember him today. And here's a chilling coincidence. The Temple of Artemis burned down on the very same night that Alexander the Great was born. Ancient storytellers believed that the goddess Artemis was so preoccupied with attending Alexander's birth that she was unable to protect her own temple. Was this a myth created to explain a tragedy or a strange twist of fate? Despite the devastation, the people of Ephesus were resilient. They rebuilt the temple, making it even grander and more beautiful than before. This new temple stood for centuries as a beacon of their faith and strength. But eventually, invasions, earthquakes, and the slow, relentless march of time took their toll. By the 5th century AD, the great Temple of Artemis was completely destroyed, its stones scavenged for other buildings. Today, all that remains of this wonder of the world is a single, lonely column standing in a marshy field. A masterpiece of human creation gone. Burned for fame, rebuilt with faith, and ultimately lost to time. If this story of a lost wonder shocked you, hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow. And if you love ancient mysteries and forgotten histories, make sure you subscribe. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Do you think the Temple of Artemis was destroyed by human greed, or was it simply fated to disappear? Your answer might just change how we remember history.